The night was still when he heard it, a low rumble that shook the glass in the frames. He rose and walked to the window, peered out at the dark, saw nothing, went back to bed. In the morning's first light, he saw it, a fine coat of yellow clinging to everything, bright as polished gold. It dusted the hood of his Barracuda in the driveway, glinted on the windows. He swiped it with a finger. It left a streak like neon graffiti. In the days that followed, towers rising in the yards like termite cathedrals from some dead civilization, the ants hauled bits of leaf and bark, woven into spiraling minarets taller than a man. The neighbors saw but said nothing. Life went on. Birds nested in the oddest places, the swung eaves of garages, street signs even wrapped in the rusting hulks of abandoned cars along the road. Their twig buildings grew each day, reinforced with filaments of copper wire or filigree of aluminum foil. None sang. Large honeycomb structures began emerging from the ground, their waxy hexagonal cells bigger than the size of a car. They saw the architects at work, swarms of bumblebees cooperating in a droning buzz to erect the towering hives. The insects ferried bundles of leaves, grass, and twigs to construct the massive combs. The man watched the hive being built in a neighbor's front yard, towering over the roofline by nightfall. As more appeared across the suburb, the yellow dust seemed an omen of even greater changes being wrought upon the small world the humans knew, by powers they did not understand and could not contest. The man watched from his window, smoking in the evenings, wondering at the industry of small things. The yellow dust remained, staining everything with the poison glow of a fading dream. Autumn came, and the last hot days simmered under a dimmed sun. One night a great avian city glowed under the moon, lights flashing from some inner mechanism. Wings beat the air with mechanical precision, drone-like locusts. He knew then it had all been building to this. Whatever silent force now moved among them for its cryptic reasons, their world was not their own. In the end, all things served other powers, and lights would pass from the land as they had come. Only the yellow dust remained, and its meaning. Winter was silent. When spring closed in, the man sat smoking by his window. Dark forms stirred in the yards below, moving with new and terrible purpose. He heard their approach before he saw them, a scrabbling at the door like the claws of some nameless beast. When he opened it, they were there, the ants, their bodies upright, and faces now bearing a likeness to mankind. They regarded him with black eyes grown large and intelligent. They did not speak, he could not hear, but he knew what they were saying. "We have awakened to your dominion over this place. No more shall you trample our works. No more poison to our earth or seizure of our sustenance without payment." Behind them, the lawn seethed with movement as more came, the bees as big as bats, the birds with steel talons and eyes aglow with circuitous thinking. The dogs and cats were there too, grown frightening. A new order had risen in the glow of the yellow dust. Something had woken these beasts from their thoughtless obedience and imbued them with intelligence enough to depose their masters. As the seasons passed, the last humans disappeared into the wilderness, finding no refuge in a world now ruled by something else. Only the dust borne on the winds remained, its secrets and portents lost like the old times themselves.